Right, so in philosophy, we're often borrowing from techniques and methods of other disciplines, right? But the technique that we tend to privilege, the thing that is sort of the tool we use most often, is just pure abstract rational inquiry. The argument, right? Considering each premise and then logically determining, does the conclusion follow from that thing? The type of philosophy that I like to do differs just slightly from this sort of mainstream approach, and it's something that I call the good life method. Now, the good life method starts from an insight that Aristotle gives us in the Nicomachean Ethics. There he says something, this is a rough translation, he says something like this: we are conducting an inquiry, not so that we might know what virtue is, but so that we might become better. Because otherwise, our inquiry would be useless, right? The idea here, what he's getting at, is that unless you're using your mind and rational inquiry philosophy to try to figure out how to become a better person, you're not really doing the most important kind of ethics, right? So in this way, the good life method adopts an approach that I like to call deep self-help, right? Self-help because it's about you, it's about making progress, becoming more virtuous. But deep because it's about more than just sort of nudging yourself in certain directions, right? Or figuring out, okay, here's behavior, I'd like to change it. How can I sort of manipulate myself so that I behave differently, right? The good life method, Aristotle's sort of point of view, it tries instead to go deep into your inner life, right? And to bring about transformation, ethical transformation and progress by changing your beliefs, your desires, your opinions, and by doing this, your rational inquiry and argument, right? Now here's one other element of the good life method that I think is just really powerful and exciting. And that is, at the end of the day, Aristotle says, we don't just use our intellect, we don't just use our mind to evaluate some particular claim. Instead, what we've got to do is we've got to compare that claim to our experiences. Because you might arrive at a conclusion intellectually that you look at and just say, like, that does not ring true, right? That does not sort of resonate with my own experience. And for Aristotle, I mean, certainly you don't stop there. You then keep inquiring, right? You keep sort of rationally analyzing it, whatever you've got to do. But that sort of intuition that you have is just as valuable as the reasons that you can identify for why some conclusion might be true or false, right? So the good life method, it aims at helping us do this deep self-help, right? It helps us to improve ourselves by transforming our inner lives. And this, I think, is just a really dynamic and exciting kind of philosophy.